Okay, we're back. So hopefully all of this makes sense. No worries if it doesn't. I'm more than happy to talk anybody through any of this. I'm still learning this. Probably some of this is bad practice. I'm just trying to make it work. So if you're in the same boat as me and you want to ask me any questions about this, just drop me a DM or talk to me on Discord or whatever. You probably know where to find me. So we've got two triggers here, these two. So let's look at these. So where are we? So we've done that. So next we've got these two here. Start with this one. So we've got an if-then statement, and the partner to this bracket is down here. And what this does is, wait one sec. Okay, so what this script does when this is triggered, it runs this check. If this is true, then do this stuff. All of this stuff gets done. It gets considered by the system. So just remember, if you go back to the initialize, numerical input bool is basically the way we tell the system, listen to these key presses because they're important to you. You need to do something. So this is the bit where we configure what that thing is that the system needs to do. So if that's true, and sorry about those comments, just ignore them. If that's true, we have a little section for every key that we're interested in managing. So this one here randomly is key 4, number 4 on the keypad. Okay, so what we've had to do here is we're creating global variables for each one of these keys, and we're finding display 46, display add event handler. If it's a key down, then if it is key 75, which is number 4, then do this. So if you press number 4 down, this will always happen, assuming that that state up there is true. And you could leave it at that, and then you'd have a system to type out numbers and letters on the screen if that's what you wanted, but we obviously want something a bit more useful. So if I press the key 4 down, then it then says, okay, well, what state am I in? What am I looking at? Is that true or is that true? Those are the only two states that this event handler is interested in handling. So this is the state which is managing the heading, and this is the state that's managing the distance. So if that happens to be true, then if I press number 4, the key 4, then what we do is we push back the value 4 to this thing here. Now this, if you remember, VACF heading is this array. So we created this empty array in the beginning, and now we have a system that says, okay, I have a variable which is kind of like the bucket to place all of this in, and it's global because we need to access it in different places. So we have a bucket with all of this stuff in, and if I press key 4, then this event handler says, okay, if it's that, I want to push the value 4 into that variable, but if it's that, I'm going to push the value 4 into this variable. And take another random one, KD7, key 71, system chat, VACF7. So if I press the key 7, that will appear. And then if I press 7, this event handler will say, okay, what state are we in? Are we in the heading bool? Because if we are, I want to push back the key value, the value 7 into the heading array. Or if we're in the distance bool state, then I'm going to push back the value 7 into the distance array. And that's pretty much all this script does. It manages the listening events that are happening for all of the keys that we're pressing. So that's false, then none of this stuff down here happens. It's done. But if it's true, then we're interested, and then we're thinking, okay, if any of these numpad keys get pressed, then we're going to do something. So these bits here, these are the actions that happen when these numbers are pressed. So that, I think that's enough of this particular section. I'm really hoping this is all making sense. I'm trying my best to keep it simple, and apologies if I'm oversimplifying things. And again, if you've got any questions, drop me a line.